we're moving into the art of entertaining, and I am here at a wine shop called Crushed in Mount Pleasant. It's just tucked back off of the road by a little bit. I'm with owner
Desmond Garrity.
Desmond Garrity.
We've been here for almost 5 years. We opened the business in March of 2008. This place is called Shellmore Village.
It's lovely back here once you find it.
Exactly. There's a Cooper River Bridge Run, have their offices down at the end of my block here, and there's a lot of nice little businesses in here.
Now, how did you come to actually be owning a wine shop here?
I started out in 1992 working at Slightly North of Broad. I opened that restaurant and then worked there for about 10 years, and basically ran their beverage program. Basically what I do here is take my wine knowledge that I learned in the restaurants and put it in a small boutique wine shop.
And that's what we had talked about earlier, which makes it all the more, like I had said, I've met sommeliers and people who have such a depth and breadth of knowledge, but it's nice to know that you just started, working here in town. It makes Charleston that much smaller, and that we have friends in common, and that you just happen to be good at it.
It's a fantastic city. My wife and I moved here in '92 from Connecticut, and we just made a lot a really good friends. In and around the community and food and
you
beverage
came up
community.
Through the food and beverage community, and now you clearly have an unparalleled sort of grasp on what's going on in this. Your collection's wonderful.
So basically we carry wines from smaller independent producers, smaller importing companies, very similar to the things that I would put on the wine list at Slightly North of Broad, or High Cotton, or Charleston Grill where I worked. So it's those types of wines that you'll see. I try not to carry anything that's mass produced or...
And is that how you would differentiate too? Like when you get all these choices and you could go to Total Wine, or you could go to the grocery store somewhere, how you make that a difference, how you make sure your clientele know that this is something that you're not going to get there.
Exactly. Something that's not everywhere and not mass produced. And we really try to focus on all different price points of wine. One of the other big challenges of a small attractive shop like this is a lot of people think it's just high-end wine.
That's exactly what I thought too. That's what's intimidating.
And it's really not. It's not. There's a ton of wines in here from anywhere from $8 up to $15 that people can come in and get everyday drinking wine.
And that's what you would end up spending elsewhere, but you get the benefit of your knowledge when you come in here. And instead of me standing and really I do stare, crippled by indecision in the grocery store or anywhere else, it's nice to have somebody guiding you.
My real passion is pairing food and wine. That's what wine is always.
That's what I was going to ask you next. If you could help, when people are watching, or if you don't have much of a knowledge of wine, if you could give everybody a simple walkthrough, or at least good guidelines, if you're going to how to pair things up when they're.
Yeah, it's very easy to do actually, but I like doing that,
and so you can do that for people whether they're having a party or they know they're showing up at one, and you let it. At least like I know people have some of those, whites go with your fish and your reds for darker, but you can narrow that down even better than that.
Most definitely.
And let people know how to do. How about if you're having a party for many? And I realize that that's where people, not that you want to chintz out, but you also don't want to spend an exorbitant amount.
There's always different wines for different budgets, and for that kind of party, if I get a little heads up, then it's really helpful, because then I'm able to search out and
and actually help them. And is it this would sound like a way to trick your guests. Do you lead with some of your better stuff and then you can always back up to a lower, like say you've got 10 or 15, but who knows how many bottles you're going through?
Yeah, that's not a bad way to go. Usually what I like to do is for dinner parties, I like to try to get 2 different reds and 2 different whites, just so that you have a good diversity. So if you have people that are just strictly Sauvignon Blanc drinkers and want to steer away from Chardonnay, you get them a nice dry, crisp Sauvignon Blanc, and you bring a Chardonnay, so you've got everybody's covered. Or if you want a heavier red like a Cabernet or a Cabernet blend, a Meritage, or other people just want Pinot Noir. So we get all over up and down the spectrum. And then you have everything covered.
I realize that nothing is better than you as a resource. Like you can come here and learn and leave with the information so that you've got it in your holster when you go elsewhere. You know, when you're somewhere else, when you're looking at a menu. And so anytime you come to buy wine, that's what we said too, not to be fearful. I would have come in thinking that I'm either going to have to really shell out or
it's so important to make people feel comfortable. And the way you do that is by just listening to them, listening to what their needs are, and then directing them in the way that they are asking you to.
And filling them full of info along the way.
And people really like that. I mean, we're in a situation right now in the wine world where everyone seems to be involved in it. And everyone's doing wine tastings. They're having private functions at their home. There is a whole culture now where people want to learn. We offer tastings every Friday here from 5 to 7.
That's nice.
We send out emails to our customers to let them know what the subject matter is going to be. Gosh, today's Saturday. Just last night we did wines from K Vintners, from Charles Smith, Washington State winery. So sometimes we'll focus on a region, a country, a particular winery, and then sometimes we're very fortunate and actually have winemakers and principals from wineries come and talk to us also.
That is nice.
So that's nice. We also do a lot of other things as far as taking, if you want, the show on the road. I've done everything from wine tastings for some of the executives of Comcast all the way down to people that want to throw a baby shower or something.
You're going to come out and do it? Nice.
So
baby shower is exactly where I want to do my drinking.
It's fun. So we like to do that also, and it gets people engaged and involved.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't thank you enough for having us out. And
No,
I have to say,
so
when I told people I was coming, by name already people said Des, and they know you and you're here. I just want more people to know and be able to find you.
That.
And already the word of mouth is fantastic.
It's always been a challenge for any small business to get people in the door and know about you. But we're so confident here that once you come in and experience what's here, people leave very, very happy.
Absolutely. This product is where it's at. Thanks again for having us out.
Thanks for having us.